Alrighty, back again. I'm going to continue on with what I was doing yesterday. Some of the background, some of the path, these two other lollipops, which I will make in similar but not identical colors that I did the big one in. So I'm just going to jump right into that. And yeah. Okay. Set a timer. Half an hour. And this is fun, but I think that I do need to alternate between the more low stakes thing like I was doing with the ballpoint pen and the other little sketchbook, and some other, just random things like the ink bottles. Those were kind of fun. They turned out pretty. This is less sketchbook and more planned drawing at this point, now that I know where I'm going with it. But that's okay. We can kind of bounce around between projects. Okay, let's do what we did yesterday. And we'll just lightly okay. To erase just a touch of the gray that was there. It's not really that noticeable under the color, but okay. And again, we'll got a dog keeping me company now. I feel like there should be one right in the middle there too. Maybe I'll push this one over just a smidge so they're not overlapping quite so much. That's a little better. Okay. And I think we'll start with, let's see, what was the plan? I think I was going to use the purple darker. Let's see. Okay, that is the mulberry. I think we'll use that here. I'm just going to put it down there like a little note to remind myself which color is going where. And then this will be the darker purple. Oh my. My dog losing her mind unnecessarily. Probably someone walking a dog or someone getting a delivery. But I'm sure whatever it is will be fine. I would tell her to stop. We're not recording right now. And unfortunately, the only way to prevent that is to close the blinds in the living room, and then we don't get the nice sun. So we tolerate the doggy outbursts. I'm gonna call her Ruby. All right, I'm gonna pause for a second and go see what is going on. Okay, we were barking at landscapers. Because we all know how scary landscaping is. Yeah, I need to vary the direction of the strokes here. It looks like I'm wrapping yarn around one of those pom-pom makers. Okay. I am fretting far too much about things that are not happening right now. And I need to get in the moment. Everything is fine in the moment. Kind of made a tangent right there, didn't I, with the... Oh, well, I guess it doesn't matter. And that giraffe is awfully close to that big lollipop, so it kind of looks like they're on the same plane. If I were doing more planning, I would separate them more, but it is what it is. Let's see. So maybe we need... Well, I mean, I guess that's going to have to be okay. It looks a little odd. I guess because I can't see, maybe when I fill this in, that will help. I think the problem is part of that lollipop is hidden. And so I'm not seeing the full pattern. in there, and that's pink, and then we'll go in here, and I think that this should be green, and then that could be pink, I think. I don't know. I think it won't matter all that much when all is said and done. I didn't watch any of the new episode of White Lotus yesterday, but maybe I'll do it today. I'm feeling the need to just, indulge in a guilty pleasure. Not that I think White Lotus has to be a guilty pleasure, but it is something to do just for fun. Okay. Okay. So, oh, I didn't put it there. I didn't put all the green in. Let's see if I can sharpen this a little bit. Okay, it's a little bit better. Oops, another little piece coming off there. Oh, that should have been a little more curved. Well, again, forest, trees, all that. Let's see. So over here, and then we have, as I get closer to the center, it's a little bit harder to track like where the spiral is going. I think I guess I can just make this. Wait. It works well enough. Yeah. Makes me want to kind of fill in the pink on here a little bit more, but let's do the mulberry on here first. To sharpen this again, and pretty soon I'm going to have no choice but to tackle the characters, the human characters, and the ice cream vendor and cart. Feeling just a smidge intimidated by those, but I'll figure it out. And I think I'm going to stick with leaving this area blank as if it were an area for text in a book. I don't have a book in mind to go with this image, but I think it's a totally acceptable approach. Let's see. And what did I use? Ginger root for those, the lollipop sticks. Go too far there because I don't know exactly where my character ends. The class that I watched about this semi spontaneous approach, she started off with just one main character, and then she added what she called layers of different objects. But looking at some of her other work, she does do some pretty complex things with what you could kind of think of as multiple, not necessarily multiple main characters, but they do have their own, they do draw some focus to them, more so than just a repeating element like lollipops or something. So I think it's okay that I have all of this going on. I consider the elephant the main character, partly because they came first, and partly because they're the biggest. Add a little bit here to this green. Exercise again after this. It helps burn off a little bit of that nervous energy. The center of this one is a little weird. But again, it's one of those little details that you're probably not really going to focus on when you're looking at the big picture. Okay, we got about 4 minutes left. Let's see if I can add a little detail with this. Darker green. I think I will ultimately also come back to this. These are getting more dimensional, which I'm liking. It's a little different than what I normally do, but I like it, so I will probably come back to the big lollipop and add more dark green. Add a little bit of black to these as well. Okay. What we got a couple minutes left. Kind of want to think. I feel like I need to maybe sketch these out on a separate piece of paper and play a little bit with what their clothes are going to look like, their hair. Maybe pick out a couple other colors that can serve as skin tones too. This clay rose, I think, is that the one that I have here? That's a pretty good one. But I think I may just use some other tones that are not found here. I could probably get away with ginger root for one. As I said, clay rose is good. Heck, I might even get away with this purpley color. It's almost neutral enough, but I may just bring in a little bit. I don't want to use this pink, although I guess I could use it for this character who is not against the pink background. We'll see. I'm just reserving the right to add some additional colors for skin tone. And I don't know, I guess I should have a little bit of grass here. I won't use the dark stuff. I don't need to make another hole. All right, there's our timer going off. I will go ahead and stop there. Get some exercise. I'll have some lunch. I'll do some more writing this afternoon, and I might treat myself to some White Lotus. Okay, stop the timer. And we got just over a 30-minute video, so that's good. There's where we stand on this. Pretty happy with it. I need to delineate a little bit between the lollipops there with probably some black. Still need some color for our ice cream cone. But this has been fun. It's maybe not the perfect thing that I'd put in my portfolio, but I like it, and I'm getting some ideas for some other things. And mostly I'm having fun with it, and I think that's what matters for these drawing or sketchbook sessions, whatever they turn out to be. So thank you for hanging out. Until next time.